knows me and they understand me, they get me. So I would trust them. I would do it. I would wholeheartedly. And just because I think now that I've seen Married at First Sight and I've seen Amani and Woody's journey just from the show, and then like getting to see them on social media and like even talk to them personally, it's like, man, they love each other. Like, this is crazy.
But I feel like they're an anomaly. Even though I know there's other couples that's been on there that's still married. Like
their love is different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. It's like them roots run deep. And not to say like they're a perfect couple or that they don't have issues. You know, I don't know the inner workings of their relationship. But like, even to see on the show when they would argue and get upset at each other, like they didn't really disrespect each other. They didn't put each other down. You know, they fought fair. They were upset with each other, but they figured it out. And it's just to see their love is amazing, and to see they're close to our age, like it's just really beautiful to see. So I'm like, okay, it's possible I can go up there, and then even if I didn't stay with the person that I was matched with, I feel like I would learn something out of that experience, and you know what I would want in a partner, because I feel like at that point in my life I really hadn't lived with somebody long term. So to really live with someone and say you are betrothed, you are responsible for them.
Don't use all those big words. People don't know what betrothed is. What does that mean? What's going on, y'all?
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Marriage Conversation with We the McDuffies.
You already know. So,
my hair is just not giving. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I'm not taking this out till people gonna see this part. So, we are back with another episode. Back with another banger. Anywho, if it's your first time watching, thank you for being here. If not,
thank you for coming back.
You know. So today we're gonna be talking about
Married at First Sight.
Yeah, about that. So yeah, this was a topic that Nakia brought up, and I thought it was a good topic. And I was thinking about today when you text me, or you texted me yesterday. I was thinking about I used to date someone whose family believes in arranged marriages. So just remind me to talk about that a little bit as we get through this thing. But yeah, I'll be kicking this thing off. You want to talk about how it all got started?
Okay, so Married at First Sight has been on for several seasons, but one of EJ's cousins recommended that we watch it. They had one season on Netflix, and I think this was like their quarantine, right before quarantine.
Yeah, I think it was right at the beginning of 2020.
Yeah, so we watched it, and it was in Charlotte.
Gang, hey, if y'all know, we in Charlotte, so.
Yeah, we weren't in Charlotte.
We weren't in Charlotte at the time, and I be trying to run into these people, but I never find them. I don't know where they at. I don't know what they doing.
Yeah. So we watched that season, got like fully invested. That was the only season that Netflix had up there. Trying to make predictions like who was gonna stay together, how it was gonna work out. It was just.
I had never seen the show. I had never heard of it.
It was crazy. Yeah. So then we were like, we gotta watch this, and so it was on TLC. And the next season that
we watched live.
Yeah.
That season?
Yeah.
Oh,
the next season that we watched is probably the best season ever, even though I've only seen like 2.5 seasons, is Married at First Sight New Orleans. Yeah. Where we meet our favorite people. Shout out to Amani and Woody Randall.
Yeah.
And congratulations on their new baby,
Rain.
So we watched that season, fell in love with Amani and Woody, especially seeing the black representation. Yeah. Also Karen and Miles, another black couple up there. So it was dope to see that. And
we just love the city of New Orleans.
Right. And we got to see like other people dealing with being quarantined together. Granted, their situation was new, like they were newlyweds as well as strangers. Yeah. But it was cool to watch like how they handled,
because we were experiencing some of the same things. Like
when it came out, we had already been through quarantine though, because it was we had already been through the thick of it. Like the quarantine wasn't the whole time.
We're still in quarantine.
I wish.
We're still in quarantine, but yeah. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but you're right, because we was like, okay, I wonder if this season was gonna go into quarantine, and it actually did.
Yep, they had to film themselves and all that other stuff, and then we watched the season after that, which was in Georgia.
No, we didn't.
Yes, my soror and.
Oh God, I forgot about. I must have erased that from my memory. They were in.
I think it was Georgia.
I think it was. You're right. You're right. What was the boy name? I can't even think of his name. Chris.
Yeah.
Chris was a ham. Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched that season.
So that's like season 10, 11, and 12. I think is what we watched.
I think it was 9, 10, 11.
9, 10, 11. Somewhere
9, 11, 12. But anyway, that whole season was just bad. Like all the couples had issues. It was
except for Miles and Brianna.
They had issues too.
No, they did, but I'm saying they're still together.
Yeah, but they were just everybody was just jacked up. It was post, air quotes here, post COVID.
Yeah, we still in quarantine.
Yeah, the pandemic is still very much real, but it was, post quarantine. But they were just, everybody was a hot.
Yeah, that was a bad episode.
Yeah, and I don't think we finished it. We got to the finale.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
We saw my soror with her braids. I can't remember her name.
Oh, Chris. Oh, you're right. And Chris was cussing out Pastor Kyle. I only kept watching it for Chris because it was a train wreck and you just couldn't turn away.
It was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. I forgot about that.
The reason why I wanted to bring this up as a topic is because whenever we watch the show, me and EJ always have the conversation like, would you go on this show? Could you get married at first sight? What are the stipulations that would cause this to happen? And also, like, would you ever agree to an arranged marriage? And sometimes arranged marriages are cultural.
Yeah.
A lot of times they are financial. Also, like, social status, mutually beneficial. Also, to keep the money in certain groups and or families, because there are some people who marry within their families.
Is a shotgun wedding an arranged marriage?
No, that's just a quick wedding.
But that's arranged, because if you don't marry you knock my daughter up and you don't marry her, I arranged that.
Not really.
Oh, okay, cool.
But, I mean, I guess it could be a quasi arranged marriage.
Quasi? Quasi.
Anyway, EJ.
No. Hold on, let me, before you ask my question, so I said this earlier, so I used to date this young lady in high school who is East Indian, and so her parents, when we were talking about culturally, her parents believed in arranged marriage, and so you tired, man? I'm gonna bore you. So yeah, her parents believed in arranged marriages, and it was interesting because she was the youngest of three. Her older sister had already, when I met them, she had just got married, like the arranged marriage piece. Then the middle sister, who I still believe to this day is not married because of the whole arrangement thing. And then the girl I was dating, like we broke up like right in high school or right after high school. And so she's been arranged, or I don't want to offend anybody, I don't know what the correct term is. Like set up,
match.
I guess. Match. There we go. that she's been matched. I think she's probably been married now for about, I don't know, 5 years or so. But I bring all of that context up because at that time, again, I was 16, but I thought like, man, this is so stupid. Why would anybody do this? Like, how they gonna tell you who you could date and all of that? And now to think that people actually go on a whole show willingly, no gun to their head, saying, yes, I raise my hand, I volunteer, please, set me up for this. And so, to answer Nakia's question about would I ever go, well, hold on, I don't know what your question's going to be.
Would you ever go on Married at First Sight? And what would you do if your family, like, believed in arranged marriages and had arranged a marriage for you or already had plans?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to answer the question about the show, and then I'm going to let you answer the piece about my family. So, about the show, I think, honestly, in my heart of hearts, I would not go on the show just because even though I give them a list and you go through all these tests and you do all of those types of things, still I need to be involved because you can't control what the person look like, and I know that's shallow, But for me, there has to be some physical attraction there as well as the emotional attraction. And I sound like Chris right now from season 11 or 12. But if the physical attraction isn't there, and me, I'm just speaking about myself, I don't know that the emotional attraction will come. And she don't have to look like nothing as long as.
You also sound like what's the face from Love Is Blind? Shake.
Oh, yeah. Shake was just a jerk though.
At least they got to pick their partners.
Yeah. So that's what it is for me. So yeah, I wouldn't go on Love Is Blind. I wouldn't do any of those types of shows because while I do believe that you can learn to love somebody, I still think that there has to be a physical attraction there. There has to be something. Because I know that we're not going to look like this in 70 years. I mean, I hope we do. But I know that at some point, you know, we're going to get wrinkles and we're going to start to pick up a little bit more weight and all of those types of things. But Nakia got me on a skincare regimen and we work out. And so I'm hoping, you know, that God will preserve us in that way. But yeah, I don't think that I would go on the show based off those reasons. And for that, I'm out.
But would you trust your family to pick? Like your mom, your dad, your brother?
No. See that you didn't answer the original question. You asked.
I know. I thought of this when we were talking. Because I think I'm assuming in most arranged marriage, it's like your immediate family who. Oh,
okay. They do the matching for me, like on Mulan. But they had
they had a matchmaker.
Yeah. Matchmaker.
And I'm thinking in like most Indian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, that it's the family that chooses. And I think maybe even like, you know, if your grandparents are alive, they would have a hand in it too.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
So,
because I think.
Do you trust your family to choose your spouse? All of those people.
I think if I never went to college and I stayed home and they got to see me grow up as an adult, you know, 18 to 22, then maybe, because they would see like, because I think you can still date at that time. Like I had students when I was working on the college campuses who were matched and they were dating people that weren't, you know, whatever. So I think that you would see or you would hear like what I was looking for, and I think I could trust them that way. But nah, current present day, no, I don't trust nobody. Probably not. I don't even think, not even my best friend. Like I don't trust nobody to pick somebody that I gotta marry. Now just to date, yeah, I think they might get it right. But to marry, that's a tall ask. And you know, yeah, I don't think that I would do that. Yeah, would you go on the show?
Yes, I would. I would absolutely go on Married at First Sight, especially like 25 to 30-year-old Nakia. I think especially if I had been single that entire time.
I wasn't good enough for her. You just heard that? I wasn't good enough for her. Go ahead, tell your story.
If I had been single that entire time, especially if I got to 30 and I wasn't married, it just for me personally, like I would like to be married, you know, by 30, 35. You know, that'd be a good age. Well, 30, 33, that'd be a good range to get married in. And I really originally thought I'd be married at 25. But I would go on the show. Like, they have experts.
But they ain't no experts. Pastor Kyle is... Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Jeez, I can't talk. You talking all loud in my ear?
Because Pastor Kyle ain't no expert. He's just a regular dude from down the street.
He probably got degrees and stuff.
And now they putting Devon Franklin and now this other lady does have a PhD in like counseling or something because one of the other experts is leaving. But go ahead. But
I would trust the system and just trust the process. You know, I have my criteria out there. I set it forth, and that is what it is. Because I feel like I think looks are important, but who I may think is attractive, other people may not think is attractive. Like I tell everybody, you're ugly to somebody. Like there's somebody out there that thinks I'm unattractive. There's somebody out there who thinks I'm ugly. There's people out there who are not attracted to me, and that's okay. But if they match me with somebody, the whole world could think they're ugly, but if I think they're attractive, it don't matter.
But what if they ugly?
Well, if they're ugly, then hey, I'm gotta see it through, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it through.
Yeah.
And I think also I would actually trust my family to choose my spouse, because
Who? When you say family, mom, dad, brother.
I would trust them to pick my spouse.
You would be a first lady right now. preaching the gospel.
No, that would, if it was just my mom, yes. But my brother brings in another perspective, and my dad brings the balance between the two. So my mom will give me somebody super saved, super Christian, churchy, corny. She tried that already.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. And then my brother, I don't know. My brother, I don't think he would choose anybody crazy. I think he would choose somebody like pretty even kill. But my dad I think he would choose somebody that is intellectual, somebody who matches me or higher. I just feel like my family knows me and they understand me. They get me. So I would trust them. I would do it. I would wholeheartedly. And just because I think now that I've seen Married at First Sight and I've seen Amani and Woody's journey, just from the show, and then like getting to see them on social media and like even talk to them personally, it's like, man, they love each other. Like, this is crazy.
But I feel like they're an anomaly. Even though I know there's other couples that's been on there that's still married. Like
their love is different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. It's like them roots run deep. And not to say like they're a perfect couple or that they don't have issues. You know, I don't know the inner workings of their relationship. But like, even to see on the show when they would argue and get upset at each other, like they didn't really disrespect each other. They didn't put each other down. You know, they fought fair. They were upset with each other, but they figured it out. And it's just to see their love is amazing. And to see they're close to our age, like, it's just really beautiful to see. So I'm like, okay, it's possible I can go up there. And then even if I didn't stay with the person that I was matched with, I feel like I would learn something out of that experience. And, you know what I would want in a partner. Because I feel like at that point in my life, I really hadn't lived with somebody long term. So to really live with someone and say, you are betrothed, you are responsible for them.
Don't use all those big words. People don't know what betrothed is. What does that mean?
Married.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're responsible for them, they're responsible for you, and like try to mesh your worlds together. I think that is a good learning experience. I don't think they fully mesh on the show. Like, they don't like start meshing their finances and stuff, but
yeah. Because Woody had like $1,000 a month clothing budget. But yeah, I don't think that I could do it. And I think the piece that you just said, if it doesn't work out, even though I raised my hand and said I was gonna go on the show, in my mind it's like, dang, bro, I failed at marriage already. And I don't believe in divorce. And so
technically they don't get divorced. It gets annulled.
That ain't what it said. It said divorce.
EJ,
I'm telling you what Pastor Kyle say. Pastor Kyle. So you think they can do annulment?
Yeah, because it's only 2 months. It's only 2 months. Like,
well, no, it's only 2 months when we see it.
Yes.
I mean, it's only 2 months on the show, but it's still a whole nother like 8 to 9 months by the time they actually record everything.
Yes, but they only stay married during the show.
Oh, they don't have to stay after the show?
No.
Yes, they do, because then it would, if they got unmarried, then it would spoil the season. Nobody would watch.
No, it would not spoil the season. What do you mean? They can't say anything.
Yeah, but if people, so you can go and like research these people, like court documents. When the show comes out.
But you don't know people's last names either. You think about it, you don't know people's last names. Like, they may slip up and say their last name.
I know these people.
The only last name I know is Amani and Woody. I didn't know Amani's last name on the show. I knew Woody's last name.
Because he always said it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to do some research.
Yeah, but anywho.
But the other question I have for you, do you think that your parents would have picked me in an arranged marriage if I was in the lineup?
I mean, who's your competition?
Okay. All right, y'all. Next time. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Wow. I don't know. Ain't no competition. It's just me.
Honestly,
I'm just representing me.
I don't know.
That's what Columbus Short said on Stop the Year. I'm just representing me.
Me find me. You don't know what to say. I mean, they love you. Like,
yeah, they do. They had to grow into that. Yeah. Not that they ever hated me.
Yeah, they got to know you and they just like fell in love with you. So,
but everybody do. So yeah. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide everybody.
But I think initially no.
Yeah.
And I just think for superficial reasons, like you're short.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taller than me.
I'm short and I'm dark skinned, so you know they wanted some little pretty mixed babies, so that's probably why. Okay, interesting.
Just being honest. I'm just being honest.
So okay, hey, you don't hurt my feelings. I already got you. I put the down payment on you 2 years ago, so I don't care.
You think your family would have chosen me?
Nah. Who's in the lineup? Nah, I don't know. Possibly. I also feel like in arranged marriages, it's kids and people who are in proximity, and you know, you weren't close enough. They probably would have picked this girl named Amelia who stayed beside my grandma, and she ended up marrying like some dude in the military or something.
But I think a lot of times arranged marriage are like families that know each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. My parents didn't. I mean, they knew who your mom and your dad were, but they didn't know them well enough.
Right, I didn't go to school in New York.
Exactly. Right. So yeah, it would have been somebody like that, and you probably would have got arranged with Darrell. So.
Hey, Darrell.
Hey, Darrell, if you're watching.
EJ tries to pawn me off on him all the time.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, that's it for this episode.
Yeah. Y'all can tell I'm a little sleepy. My eyes.
Yeah, I gotta get my kid to the bed because she's sleepy. No, she in here yawning in my ear.
I've been holding my yawns in. I do not look like that. I go.
Man.
Yeah.
But alright.
Thank y'all for tuning in, listening, watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Drop down below in the comment section. Start a conversation. Would you participate in arranged marriage? Would you go on Married at First Sight? Let us know. Do you think your spouse's family would have chosen you? Yeah. And who's your favorite couple from all of the seasons? We told you ours. Team Randall. Yeah. Let's go. All right. Catch y'all next time.